Ask the streets.
Ask the streets. Ask the streets.
I like that one.
You don't want smoke, get all white. Yeah, your girl knows. Geek all night, pop 'em like so. Plug phone lit, I guess he whipping yo. Loud black smoke. You don't want smoke, get all white. Yeah, your girl knows. Geek all night, pop 'em like so. Plug phone lit, I guess he whipping yo. Fresh head toe, stepping out, whoa. Walk it out, whoa. Yeah, I gotta go. Bitch, I'm like the stove. Yeah, they need more. Whipping need more. Boom, make you breathe slow. Name hold weight, I'm talking kilos. Damn, that's your bitch, I gave her Dino. If a nigga acting foul, we hit the free throw. I swear these niggas lying like a Leo. Loud pack smoke, you don't want smoke. Get all white, yeah, your girl knows. Geek all night, pop 'em like so. Plug phone lit, I guess he whipping yo. Loud pack smoke, you don't want smoke. Get all white, yeah, your girl knows. Geek all night, pop 'em like so. Plug phone lit, I guess he whipping yo.
Man, this is Amir, the Chicago crypto hustler, and I'm a cryptocurrency consultant out here in Chicago. And what I do is I educate people on Bitcoin and blockchain technology. Now I'm gonna run through a couple of questions for you just to try to explain what everything is. So first you have Bitcoin, and what Bitcoin is a digital currency that's decentralized, meaning there's no central control, that runs on a peer-to-peer network. So in saying that, there's no middleman when it comes to doing transactions. So the way Bitcoins are created are by miners, and what mining is computer software that solves complicated algorithms, and in solving those complicated algorithms, it's essentially completing the block, and when each block is completed, they're awarded with a certain amount of Bitcoin. Now, what makes Bitcoin rare is the Bitcoin scarcity, meaning that there's only so much that can go around. Right now there's, I believe, a little over 16 million coins in circulation, and the market cap is 21 million. So once it hits that 21 million mark, there would be no more Bitcoins to go around. So whoever's got them is the ones that got them. And the price, right now Bitcoin is $6,000. I just seen Bitcoin do $3,000 within a matter of probably a month and a half, 2 months. Quick. I seen it do $1,000 within a matter of like 6 days. It went from $2,000 to $3,000. Shot back down, shot back up to $4,000, shot through $5,000, and it's just been going through the roof lately. And as more people become aware of the coin, the value of the coin is going to go up because there's more money being pumped into the coin. So my thing is, I'm trying to educate people to get people in now, especially us being those coming from a less than a poverty-stricken background. Usually we Johnny come late when it comes to anything that has anything to do with finances. So what I'm trying to do is give the man on the lower totem pole a fighting chance within the financial world by using cryptocurrency and putting the power back into his hands. Now, me personally, I don't work government, institute, job, whatever you want to call it. I don't work a 9 to 5. I don't work a 12 to 12. I don't work anything. All I do is cryptocurrency. I buy and trade in currencies. I lease currencies. I loan currencies. I lend currencies. And I teach currencies. And I get paid for all of these different aspects. And I pay myself with all these different aspects. There's no one that needs to give me a paycheck or anything. Everything I make is accumulated within my own wallet on my own bank. I do my own transfers. I answer to nobody with cryptocurrency. And that's the beauty of this thing, because you don't need anyone looking over your shoulder telling you that you need to sign this. You can do this without an ID. A lot of this stuff doesn't ask for a name. None of it asks for a social security number, because with this, a lot of it is being used and introduced into third world countries, quote unquote, what they call them, or places that don't have a banking system. That's essentially what this was birthed from the 2008 financial crisis, when they were doing a lot of bad loans as far as the real estate business, and a lot of stuff crashed, and the taxpayers are the one that got stuck footing the bill for the things that the banks did. So
let me ask you a question. One of the main things that people want to be concerned with is the money. They want to know the money. They want to see the money. How how does this turn and translate into USD?
Okay. One thing you gotta know and realize, and I'll try to give people a better understanding of what is money first. Once you understand currency, you'll really understand the game and the fool that they've been making out of everybody. So USD, United States dollar, is just a form of currency, and it's called fiat currency. And what fiat currency is nothing but a legal tender that the government deems to be used as a form of trade or barter. There's no actual value in the United States dollar. It's just something saying that there's a debt to be paid, I'm paying the debt with this piece of paper. There's no actual value in that piece of paper. There's more value actually in a penny than it is in a dollar, and I'm proof to you how. Let's say you got $100 in cash and you got $100 in pennies. God forbid, say your house burned down. What's gonna be left in pennies or the dollars? Pennies, it's metal. Anything that has an intricate actual value to it, precious metals, anything, those are worth way more than a dollar any day. So once we get back to the cryptocurrency and you're trying to see what the value in it is and how can you touch it and feel it, it's non-tangible. It can't be touched, it can't be felt. But think of this though, when you get a bank statement from the bank, they're not giving you a picture of your dollars in cash, they're giving you a number that's on a piece of paper, and that represents your money. And that's what the money actually is. Money ain't nothing but binary, zeros and ones. Once you understand that currency is just a form of a current, a flow, and the money just flows through the banks and flows through you and flows through the system, you'll understand that value is only what you give it. So if you didn't see, almost think of this. Say I have some stones in my backyard. I'm the only one with these stones. People want these stones. That alone gives those stones a value that was created onto me. So I can choose whatever price I want to give those stones for. Now, do those stones really have value? Only the value that we believe they got in. You know what I'm saying? It might be people that don't want the stones. So to those people, those stones are valueless. Same thing with United States dollar. Why you think it's different currencies in each and every state? If there was any real value behind it, it wouldn't matter where you went. The value would still be the same, almost like gold. You can take gold anywhere, and you don't have to change the form of it. Gold stays the same. Same thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is global. Bitcoin goes any and everywhere, and it's still a Bitcoin. I don't care where you at. You could be in Alaska, you could be in Africa, you could be in Russia, you could be in Asia. Bitcoin gonna be a Bitcoin.
So it's the banking system without the bankers.
The banking system without the bankers. That's basically it. You are your own bank. And one thing I ask people is, why do you choose to put money in the bank? A lot of people really don't understand the concept of putting the money in the bank. Exactly, to be honest, you're just programmed to do it. Once you sign paperwork, once you put your money in the bank, that money actually isn't yours. Think of it like this. That's your money, or so you say. But go into that bank without your identification and try to pull what you call your money out of that bank. They're gonna tell you, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. So-and-so, but we're not allowed to give you that money, which is yours. I might see you every day and you come in here every day and fill out slips, but because you ain't got that little plastic card, I'm not giving you your money. So at the end of the day, whose money is it? With cryptocurrency, I don't have to go through any of that. My son doesn't have to go through any of that. I just did a transaction and I didn't need anybody to help me do it. So
give me a few minutes on the school you got going. You saying you offering a free $100.
Okay, definitely. Right now we got something going on called the BCC School, and what it is almost like a crash course in Bitcoin and blockchain technology, where we get students together and we give them a quick and simple breakdown of Bitcoin and blockchain just to get them started and being familiar with the system, and for them taking the time out to learn that information, and essentially we're going to quiz you on it by way of a video if you choose to do so. And this is the way that the program works. If you don't want to do a video, you don't want to be seen on TV, that's cool. The program might not be for you. But for those that are willing to get on video, and the only thing we're going to do with the video is use it for educational purposes to teach other students. So if you were to sign up under me in the BCC school, what I would do is send you a video of another student who recently graduated, and you'll be able to watch that video and see how he answered the questions that you'll be given, to see how he went about answering those questions, and to give you sort of an idea of, okay, that's what he's saying, let me go research it myself and try to dive in and dig in and get more of an understanding of it. So once you get an understanding of it, you'll be allowed to do a video answering, I believe it's 10 questions right now. When we started out, I believe it was like 13 or 14. We've broken it down a little bit to make it more simpler for people. And once you answer those 10 questions correctly, what we'll do is essentially give you a scholarship, a $100 scholarship right now. And that's a scholarship to enter into the BitConnect program. And what the BitConnect program is a lending program where you convert fiat to Bitcoin, Bitcoin to BitConnect token, and from BitConnect token it's going to go to a trading bot in the form of USD. And what that trading bot is going to do is going to go out and it's going to trade on the volatility of Bitcoin. And what volatility is the fluctuation of the coin going up and down from the buying and selling. So as the price is going up and down, that trading bot is out there trading for you, and it's bringing you back a daily interest on those trades. So, and what I always do, I compare it to a bank. I believe at the most interest, let's say a bank gives you 5% interest on a bank account. So essentially saying if you put $100 in the bank and that's yearly interest, in about a year you'll accumulate about $105, which some people might look at that's a high interest rate. Once you get into cryptocurrency, you're gonna see that they're stealing from you and they robbing you. With this system, Bitcoin right now, with BitConnect, I'm able to see a total, and I've seen totals of anywhere to 4 to 5% a week. So right now, and they give you that in a year. So if we go down right here, you can see right now my total investment is $550. Total earned is $577. Now, I started this account with only $100, and I'm gonna show you. I started with $100. I didn't put any more money into this account. Now I do have other accounts where once I learned how the system really worked, I put more money into it because I seen how valuable it was. So if you see right here, I have a $100 deposit on June 14th. And at the price, the token, which is BitConnect, which is the platform that this is on, was only $50 a token. If you can look right now, the price of the token is $251. So in saying that, if I just would have invested in the token on that day and put $50 on the token as well as $100 into the system, right now I'll be up $200 just from the volatility of the token itself. Now, as you can see, I put $100 in here on June 14th. Now, when the ball first starts rolling, it's gonna go a little bit slow, but it's still gonna beat anything the bank's gonna do. So as you can see, I accumulated my first $10 from this trading bot trading for me on June 29th. So that was roughly about 15 days later. So that's $10 accumulated from $100 in 15 days, and your bank takes 365 days to give you $5. So what I did with that, I used compound interest.
If you started with $5,000, your interest rate would have still been that. I mean, you still only accumulated $10 or what? How that would work?
Nah, In fact, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do one better. Let me get to that in a second. I'm gonna show you what I'll do this, and I'm gonna show you a calculator that's gonna show you what you're gonna make, no matter how much money you put in here. And this is what's gonna blow your mind. So as we can see, I made $10 on the 29th. I made another $10, and these are different reinvestments. So. Huh?
was like 10%.
Exactly. No, actually it's 1%. 1% is, you know what I'm saying, of $100 to $10. So I'm making roughly 1% every couple of weeks. Every couple of weeks in the beginning. Still beating the banks by a long shot. I beat the bank by 350 days. You know what I'm saying? And by $5 more. If your interest rate is 5%, because some banks only give you a 2%, 3% interest rate. So every year. So as we scroll up, these are different amounts that I made. These are all $10 reinvestments. So these are $10 that I'm making out of this system off of that initial $100. And every time you do a reinvestment, that reinvestment is locked up for 299 days. So I'm gonna be getting a payout on all of these $10 299 days from the day that they were made. But in between now and that 299 day, each one of these reinvestments are gonna be paying me every day with a daily interest.
So when you get a payout on that 299 days, are you like out or do you
Nah, you can do whatever you want, because all the time, every time you reinvest, it's making another loan. So really, it's a never-ending ball. It's a never-ending snowball. You can keep doing this for as long as you want, as long as the program's available. I actually have a friend right now who's made over $1 million on this in 6 months. And that was made through not only reinvestment, but getting referrals. They have a real nice referral program on here, where if you get someone to sign up under you, you'll receive 10% of whatever loan they place. So if they do a $100 loan, you'll get $7 off of that loan.
So that's the big benefit of you. That's why we giving out the $300.
Exactly. Now, with that $300, what it's actually doing is going back to benefit the school, because you're signing up under the school as a sponsor. So every time you sign up, that little referral bonus goes to the school, and that's how it's recycling and being able to pay for more students. The system is essentially paying for itself. It's paying out, recycling the money, and it's coming right back. It's a self-paying machine. This is, man, marvelous. It's fantastic. I want any and everybody to get into this. So as you can see to date, I've made $577 out of that $100, and that's simply by reinvesting my money and using compound interest.
Approximately how much time?
From June 14th until today.
And so you can spend that $577, right?
No, the $577 in total, I've already spent some. That's just total earned. I reinvested most of it.
Okay.
You understand?
So you already spent the $577?
Not all of it. Not all of it. I just took what, like $300 out of this account the other day. My first $100 that I put in here, I took out probably like on day 60, I believe. So 2 months later, I took the initial $100 that I put in here out. So everything on here right now is profit. I'm not even really what is my $100 is back. So this is all essentially free money that I'm making right now. Yep. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the volatility software, and what that is the daily interest. It's gonna give you the daily interest that we made for the week and the pending amount for the next day. So remember what I told you that the banks give you within a year's time. So these are my daily interests for the week. On the 19th, I was paid 90.95% daily interest. The day after that, 32. After that, 1.88%. That's $1.88 on $100. That's what, $18.80 on $1,000. That's in one day. You put $1,000 in the bank and go back tomorrow, you ain't gonna have $1,020 in there. You're gonna have $1,000. I don't care what bank you bank with. Man, you gonna have $1,000 the next day. In fact, my buddy just told me he put $1,300 in a bank account a year. It's been like a year and 3 days. He still got $1,300 and probably like some change in there. I told him if he would have bought Bitcoin on that same exact day with $1,300, which was February something last year, and we calculated it, his total right now would be $15,520 off just buying the coin and sitting on it. So who's treating you better, the banks or Bitcoin? As we can see here, $1 or 1.59% interest, 1.33% interest. So we can already see I got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5% interest in an amount of 6 days. This is 6 days compared to a year, 365 days with the bank. So, you know, I don't know what you feel. And then at the same time, the same thing that you're doing here, trading your money, that's what the banks essentially do with your money. When you give the banks your money, they're taking that money and they're loaning it out to other people, and they're getting daily interest off it. While they give you 5% a year. 2.5%. People think, oh, I got APR is for it. Like, that's really some money. Man, the banks is getting you. The banks is getting you. That's all I'm going to tell you.
If you have questions that you would like to ask the streets, contact us at askthestreetsmedia@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.